What's going on? Alex B. Alexander Bunyavon. Alexander the Curious George back again on episode 14. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. What does that even mean? Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. What does that mean? I think we all know what it means. Show me your room, and I'll show you your life. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your life. Little Eastern philosophy, if you will, or who's in your circle? Who is in your circle? What kind of people, what kind of characters do you have in your inner circle? You know? Just because a lot of people define us by what we do, I guess I'll say a couple of things. Who do I have in my circle? I have a pharmacist. I have another pharmacist. I have a medical doctor in the making. I got, another medical doctor. I got a police officer, family men. Yeah. And then there's me. But good, solid dudes, these guys contribute a lot to society. They are necessary, and they are needed for society. Do I take a level of pride in those relationships? Yes, of course. Relationships are the real ultimate currency in life. The real currency. Those investments that you have with your best friends are crucial. Who are they? What do they do? What do they do for this? What do they do for the world? What do they do for society? And this is just guys speaking, I haven't even touched on my girlfriends yet. But for the most part, my closest guy friends, they are all useful to society. Do I define myself by the relationships that I have with them? To a degree, yes, but not entirely. No, that's just my sense of belonging, my sense of camaraderie, that I have with my group. And these guys aren't bums, they're attractive men. They know how to deal with people. They're good with women. They're good with men. They know how to be leaders when necessary. Some more so than others, I would say. To be completely honest, I have to say that some are more better at leading than others in my group. Yes, some are more natural at it. I guess it depends on what as well, what you're leading us in. But I think an overall general skill and leadership, there's some of us that just kind of stick out a bit more. Because we make a conscious, even unconscious effort to do so, to be that good, to be good at social skills, to be good at leadership. What does it take to be such a good leader? Well, you gotta have something that people are willing to buy into, willing to believe in, that's outside of themselves. You have that? Well, great, sign me up. If you don't have that, then you're not no natural leader. What? You can attain the skills of leadership. That's always fine, But if you don't have that in your toolkit, in your arsenal, then come on. This goes for anybody. I'm speaking specifically to men. Guys, right? Girl world is a bit different. Like if you were to ask any of your friends an honest assessment of you, what would they say? Honestly, what would they say? Somebody that spent like an honest good 2 weeks with you, or like a straight 10 days, day in and day out, you know, they usually ask someone that knows you better than you know yourself sometimes. What would they say? What's this person's goals? What's this person's aspirations? That you'll take their opinion and value it because they're your best friend. Watch their habits. Pay attention to their habits. What kind of character are they in their own world, in their own movie? You know, is this someone that you actually respect? We're all flawed. But I think the embrace of masculinity is knowing that even though we know we are flawed, we are chasing perfection. We want to improve constantly. We want to compete. We want to compete against ourselves. We want to be better than we want to be a better version of ourselves tomorrow compared to the person we were yesterday. You know, masculine tendencies, if you so, right? Do they hold you accountable? Do they hold themselves accountable? You know? Do they check you when you're acting out of pocket? Do they? Or do they make you, or do they, I mean, sometimes, in all jokes, like, they'll let you be a fool and let others see. But for the most part, you know, I mean, I think good friends will check you when necessary behind closed doors, and they'll be like, yo, you gotta, like, adjust this, because it's not gonna fly. No, shit's not always sweet, man, with your relationships, for sure. Especially if you want to elevate each other, right? Into the best version of ourselves. The shit's not always sweet. Are you serious? There's friction, of course. Shit changes all the time. And sometimes it changes for the better. Sometimes you actually grow out of your friends as well. You gotta realize that. Like, there's friends that I don't keep in touch with as much anymore because, like, we've grown apart. We kind of grow out. Do I still have mad love for them? Always, always will. But they're not in my proximity because we kind of grow out of, like, that's just what happens, you know, like, we have our own families, and we get married, we have kids, and we see each other when we see each other. It's just like, we're not so close in proximity anymore. It's part of growing up. But I'm talking about the ones that actually vibrate with you on the same energy and frequency, mental level, spiritual level even. Like, not every friend is there. Not every friend operates at that level. Not every friend has that kind of sensitivity. Some people deem sensitivity as a bad thing. Like, oh, you're so sensitive. No. Sensitivity can be a good thing. Because because the key word is sense. Senses. You can get the feel, not just the feel, but you get, like, you can just see, you can smell, you can hear, right? Maybe even the sixth sense. You can pick up on things from a situation, even, you know. I think most of my friends have a good balance on using their own unique ways of sensitivity to help them in their daily lives. Like, do your friends challenge you in a positive way? I know mine do. I know mine have. I know mine will. This is something I had to acknowledge at a very young age, actually, as that I valued relationships a lot. That I kind of subconsciously knew what I wanted around me at all times. And there's a reason why my bestest friends are a bit cerebral or like highly intelligent, you know? Because that's what I wanted to be. That's what I wanted to unlock and uncover and unravel in myself, right? So because I desired it so much, it's what I have. I desired it, and now I have it. I acquired it because I was also that. I also had to there was a time where in high school that I became friends with Manuel and Sajad, and I kind of felt out of place because when they would have intellectual comments and conversations and debates, I would kind of stand back and kind of listen and just take a little back seat and observe at their conjecture, because I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know that their brains and their minds could go this deep into these situations and subjects, right? It was so compelling. It was almost envious sometimes, but it was just so like captivating all at once, you know? Like you wanted to be a part of it, but then if you knew you didn't know your shit, you couldn't be a part of it. You kind of just had to like appreciate it. So if it's not natural to you, that's okay. Like everything can be developed as a skill. But I knew I was intelligent too, just in my own stuff. So when I started chiming in on things, they would always look and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's a good take." Like, "Oh yeah, I never thought of it that way." Sometimes I bring information up. Sometimes I'd bring situation stuff that they never thought that that I would remember, but I remembered so much, and I brought these memories back from the vault, and they'd be like, "Damn, you really was like present there." So I didn't value my intelligence. I didn't value my I guess I didn't value my perspective as much. But having friends that value your perspective and your insight and cultivate it and foster it, treat it like it's gold. Those are good friends. Those are good relationships that to have. Because I think jockeying for position is cool and all, but it can only go so far, and it can only make such what like you can only do so much with that, you know? Like how every now and then you can do it, but like what kind of conclusions are we gonna come to if we're just gonna keep jockeying for position? You know, you feel so inferior to my intelligence, or I feel so inferior to your intelligence, that I'm gonna try and get you to feel less than by calling you a name or trying to demean you or condescend you in some way or some fashion. Like, come on, we can be smarter than that. We can be. That's just my take. That is my take. That's why, for the most part, I try to be more kind and more compassionate. But every now and then, somebody really needs to get stepped the fuck down. In all honesty, sometimes that needs to happen. Because I know where I come from. I come from humbleness first. I like to think that we're all, equally human. We all bleed the same blood. We all go through the same emotions. We all have a different path. And sometimes some people just feel like they're better than everybody. And they're not afraid to make you believe and feel so. And sometimes you might have a right to believe that, maybe for like 5 minutes, but if I'm in the room, I might have to step you down a little bit. Because, if you're really that smart or that superior than everybody, then like, what's your secret? Tell me, share it. Because the best people I know are always the ones that are trying to share, usually, that I know. I guess also some things shouldn't be shared with everybody, right? You really got to earn certain things in life, and that's okay too. I think I'm just kind of geared towards more the entitled ones. People feel a little bit more entitled. Not really a big fan of those. Or too superficial. Because I think there's a superficial side of me that I understand. Like, I like material things to a certain degree, but I'm not like spending every paycheck on new clothes and new shoes or the new fads and stuff like that. Like, I have enough money to live on right now, but I'm not necessarily too concerned with materialistic gain. I'm more focused on like spirituality, metaphysical, the like energy and knowledge, wisdom, relationships, like the stuff, the inner stuff, the inner world. The stuff that people can't really see from a distance. They kind of have to get closer to see it and feel it and experience it, Yeah, that's just me though. Show me your friends, man, and I'll show you your future. Are all my friends perfect? Of course not. But we feed each other. We feed each other things, We all have our own worldview, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, we understand that we do need each other. We're not alone. The key part is to let each other know that, yeah, man, you're not alone, man. Just know that you got your six. You got your back taken care of. You got it handled. You got somebody to lean on if you need to. This is that brotherly love, unconditional, all that smack. So, who are your friends? What's their character? What are their habits? Where are they going? Where are they at? What do they do? How are they? What have they done? What are they going to do? Questions to ask. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Simple as that. When I heard that, I was like, man, it's facts, man. Facts. So as always, I think that's it. Stay curious. Peace.